Mali is currently under siege with fuel blockages, vehicles being destroyed. It sounds like a real mess over there at the moment, and this is a nervous time for Kodal Minerals shareholders who are in the process of trying to deliver the spodumene from the country down to the Ivory Coast port. We're going to explore what this can mean and if you should be investing in Kodal Minerals shares. Welcome back everyone to Buy or Sell. I hope of course you are all well. Let's just get straight into the CNN article that was shared today in the Discord. Jihad fighters affiliate with Al Qaeda close in on Mali's capital as instability grows across the region. There's a detailed article here, but I'm just going to read out some of the notes that I have made. Increasingly targeting fuel convoys, blockading routes into Bamako and key transit corridors. This is causing severe fuel shortages, transportation disruptions, blackouts, and economic pressures in Mali and the surrounding regions. Schools, businesses, public services are affected, and commuting is becoming more difficult. It's to do with economic warfare to weaken the government's control that they currently have and undermine legitimacy by controlling access to fuel. It's a real serious concern here, and that's why the share price today is sunk over 30%. Me personally, I got a lovely order through on Trading 212 this morning at 0.3, and I have watched my shares fall to 0.22 at the lows, which was lovely to say the least. Why does this affect Kodal Minerals? Well, Kodal Minerals' main project is the Bougouni Lithium Project, which is set about 3 hours away from the capital. And in the Discord, we've been talking about this a lot today. A lot of bit of fear, obviously, people not feeling too good. As you can see, my lovely order went through at 0.3, which is freaking fantastic. I did put in this little map here just so people have an idea of the scale of this here. We're 3 hours away from the capital, which is quite a significant drive away. We're hoping that because of where we are in southern Mali, that we're going to the Ivory Coast. We're not too far. We're about the same distance to getting over the border as we are from the capital. So with that in mind, I'm hoping that this is nothing more than a bit of fear and a bit of nervy shareholders just deciding it's too risky for them to get out of. And it is high risk, and it is a risk that we've been talking about on the channel for a long time. There's been some great stuff shared in the Discord, and appreciate everybody that's adding to the conversation. It is helpful for everyone to get an understanding of this. The best thing that we could have got today was an RNS, and we've got that RNS that has come from Kodal Minerals. So let's have a look at it. Bernie went on to say, at present, operations of the Bougouni Lithium Project in southern Mali, which is located circa 180 kilometers away from Bamako, continue to run as usual. We recently successfully commenced trucking of our spodumene concentrate product to the port of San Pedro in Ivory Coast, carried out by a Malian transportation contractor. So far, just over 10,000 of spodumene concentrate has been transported to the port ready for shipping, and more trucks are arriving daily. In addition, management are currently on site for the scheduled presidential inauguration of the Bougouni project. That RNS is telling me that everything is still going to plan. If there was anything bad that has happened to Kodal Minerals and how it would affect delivery or anything like that, he would have said that. So for me, I'm taking comfort in that. The risk still remains. We still know it's high risk play, and anything could happen, of course, but it does feel like everything is going still to plan. So while the news is potentially bad and the media is reporting it, it doesn't seem to be affecting us right now. And we do know that obviously the Chinese have massively backed us here in this project. So potentially if money is to be made, and some people put this in the Discord, and it is a good point, China's not going to have this lithium supply come to halt because of this situation. They could easily step in. There is presence there already. We know that the UK and USA have said that while they're not going to step in and do anything right now, they're advising all nationals to get out of the country. So there is eyeballs on this. The UN and all that could easily step in here. We just have to watch this space carefully. Now let's have a look at the share price. Unfortunately, yeah, we have hit this low, 0.22 low, and this low goes back over 4 years ago. It is rock bottom prices for Kodal Minerals. But again, we're having a look at the positivity here. This isn't firstly a Kodal Minerals issue. It's nothing to do with them fundamentally. It's to do with the surrounding area. So the project, everything is still solid. It's the outside noise that we're worried about. But what people are seeing here is a buying opportunity. And that is just what's happened. People have decided, right, I'm buying this. It's a golden opportunity that I will need to take advantage of. And we can see here from the lows to the highs, we have seen over 27% recovery, which is phenomenal. Currently down 12%. So it's a lot better than what it was. And people are baking in that if everything can go to plan, this is nothing to be too worried about. There's going to be money in the bank, and I guess that's just where we're at with it. It is nervy though. The charts don't look particularly fantastic on the back of this. MACD is about to cross over. The RSI is almost at an oversold territory, which is good. I mean, I fundamentally there was absolutely nothing that suggested that this stock should go back to these lows. It's purely based on that news, and we have recovered, so we're back into these levels again. Um, until we get news, don't be expecting it to pump or anything. I did think we'd see a steady rise, but this does throw a bit of nerves into it. But I'm still confident that once we get shipment delivered and money in the bank, it's just going to go in the right direction. But we need to get these things de-escalated. There's probably three situations that could play out here. The best case scenario is the government itself gets back on track, reasserts control of the supply lines, fuel imports resume, and all that good stuff. If they can do that, then it's not going to have a massive issue for Kodal. Mid cases, and this could be months, as we know, wars and conflict and stuff doesn't usually get turned around too quickly, unfortunately. The mid case is probably going to be trucking transportation delays. Obviously, supply and demand. If there's no fuel coming in, the cost of fuel is going to go up, which is going to have a negative impact on our profit making. Hopefully, maybe we can do some buying in Ivory Coast while we're over the border. I don't know how that works. The majority of the journey is done in Ivory Coast, so is it a cost that just to get us from A to border, from there onwards we can refill up? I don't know. There's logistics that can be looked at, I'm sure, and I'm sure Bernie is factoring in all that if he hasn't already done so. And then the worst case scenario is it blows up, guys. It's full escalated violence. The roads are being shut down. Nothing's going in and out. It could be a real disaster. These delays could massively impact Kodal Minerals. So we're watching this space carefully. If you want to get up to date with the information, we've got some great guys in the Discord sharing stuff. If you want to get in, the link's down below. We're also doing a trading course where you can learn how to trade, and it also supports the channel. So you learn to trade, you get access to the Discord, but mostly you're supporting the channel, and it's £50 if you want to get in. The links are all down below. We will keep watching this very, very closely. We will update you with anything that comes through. It is going to have an impact. It is having clearly an impact. We did have the fatality in August on site. Someone did die. It's not that we're completely out of this, but hopefully it is not going to cause any problems or any delays on the first shipment. That's the video. I hope you found it informative and maybe it's settled a few nerves. This isn't a Kodal Minerals problem. This is the outside noise problem, which any stock could be affected by. A world war across any country could affect a stock. So do take that in mind. It's not a Kodal Minerals problem. It's an outside problem, and hopefully peace can be brought very, very soon, and that will help us out massively. Please like, subscribe, help me grow the channel. I'll see you all in the next video. The links are down below, as I said, and fingers crossed that Kodal Minerals gets some good news soon.